Hi, my name is Gerhard Schwantner. Welcome to Selling Power TV. Today we have the privilege of meeting with Bob Carr. He's the founder of a brand new company called Beyond.com. Welcome, Bob.
Thank you, Gerhard.
So you started Heartland Payment System in 1972.
Well, I started my business in '72 and sold half of it to Heartland Bank in '97.
And you developed that company to the fifth largest company in the payment processing industry.
That's right, in the U.S. Number 9 globally and number 5 in the U.S.
And you sold that company in April of 2016 for $4.3 billion.
That's correct. Hard to believe, isn't it?
It is. But you grew up in the south side of Chicago in a fairly tough environment. Can you describe that for me?
Well, most people seem to grow up in tough environments. To me, from when I was a kid, I wasn't any worse than a lot of other ones. But I just grew up with a family that nobody had ever gone to college, and my parents and grandparents were all like, "You're going to college? You think you're better than us?" And believe it or not, today I hear this all the time from kids who grow up in poverty, that they are not only not encouraged to go to college, they're discouraged from even trying to do that. So it's a different mindset than what we would think it would be, especially in the age of today.
So, and there was somebody that believed in you and actually gave you a scholarship.
The women's club in the town gave one boy and one girl a scholarship after they graduated from high school. They were $250, but they gave a plaque with it, which was like the first formal recognition I ever remember getting. And it just always meant a lot to me that this women's group would have people donate money to them to give to kids like me, and it meant a lot. So I always thought in my mind I would give that money back someday with interest and so on, and I did that 25 years later, and sure enough, it started me into the foundation work of giving scholarships out.
So how difficult was it to actually give money to a cause like that?
It wasn't difficult at all. I mean, I waited until 2001, so it was more than 25 years. And I sold half of my company for $40 million, and I was feeling pretty well off. And I sent a check for $5,000 to the Women's Club, and I got a letter back saying, "Bob, you're the first person in 53 years that's ever given us any money back. Please come to our next annual meeting," which I did, and it turned out it was their 100th anniversary. And I said, "Okay, we're going to raise this to $100,000 and let's help 5 kids go to college." And that's what we did to start.
So now you have over 1,500 students that you are financing.
That's right. We've expanded the program a lot, and we now are we only accept children who are Pell Grant eligible, meaning their parents make under $50,000. Most of them are in poverty, actually, that we select, and many of them are foster kids, homeless, or children of incarcerated parents. We give these kids 3 things. We give them hope, we give them mentoring, and we get them through college with no debt. Those are our 3 missions, and it's working pretty well.
In many companies, charity and giving back is sometimes just a PR move, and it's sort of a sideline. But now you have created a structure where you embedded that meaningful contribution to society into the company structure. Tell us about that.
Well, it is, I made plenty of money, not a billionaire personally, but plenty of money, and I gave my kids more money than they should have gotten anyway, probably. And so what else do you do? Do you go buy a $50 million yacht, or half of Wyoming, or what do you do with a substantial amount of money? And where I get my pleasure is seeing the lives of these young people absolutely transformed. I mean, it's so rewarding to see that over and over and over again. And the reason I started the company was so that we could fund more and more of these kids. My previous company was generating $3 million of cash per week. I would like for the bulk of that $3 million, if I could repeat the success, for that to go to my foundation and help put lots more kids through, so that we can create a model that proves that investing in these kids is worthwhile, so that many of our state legislatures hopefully could change the way they fund how we handle the youth in this country.
So what do you think needs to happen for all those billionaire entrepreneurs out there to recognize that this is a better model than just creating money for money's sake?
That's the $64 question, and what I want to do is create a model that works. I think we've already done that, frankly, but we need more statistics to prove it. And I think some people will, follow that model. I think a lot of people who retire and sort of not doing a whole lot of meaningful things, who aren't that happy about it, why not start another company and do it again?
Right.
And dedicate the proceeds of that company to your employees who build it, and to the people who need the help so much.
How can people learn more about you? You've written 2 books. Can we talk about them quickly?
Yes. The books are Through the Fires and Working Class to College. They're available on Amazon. And the first book is about the business, basically, and how I came to be in business, and the formation of the foundation. Working Class to College is a really important book for American families that are having to put a kid through college. Because the debt crisis, there's 40 million Americans, and this is a problem that needs more attention. There's 40 million Americans who started in college, dropped out, most of them have student debt. So they're having to pay back these student loans with low-paying jobs. There's more small debts written off for student debt than big debts.
So my suggestion is go to Amazon.com and look for Bob Carr, C-A-R-R, Through the Fires and Working Class to College.
Thank
awesome.
you. Yes.
Thank you so
Wonderful.
much.
Thank you, Carr.